you? And welcome to the first upgrade of 2021. Hi, Kate.
Hello.
We've got a great show for you. Today. We're going to answer your biggest questions about 2021. And the secret word is back. Three chances to win in our $1,000 draw this month. Before we get started, Kate, what do you got?
Like and subscribe to Facebook and Instagram, any social media of MAGFAST that you can find.
Indeed, and I think just looking down, I think we've got YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook set up, and we're still trying to figure out Instagram. For some reason, they make it harder to do the button. All right, so let's do this lightning preview of 2021 because it's going to be a banner year for us.
Okay, well, we started tooling not one but 3 products: Extreme, Life, and Air. So that's super exciting.
No, it's fantastic, and I think last time we spoke, we were just getting Life underway, but we were able to add Air and then Extreme, and so they're now in. I mean, they're all at slightly different stages, but first of all, there's DFM, right, which is Design for Manufacturing, where you remember I've talked about the jelly mold before, right? Because if you're going to make a jelly that's this shape, or indeed a premium charger that's this shape, you need to make a mold that's the exact opposite. And the thing about making molds is it's very, very slow, complicated, and skilled work. Obviously, these days computers and so on are involved, but it takes a while to do that. So we're in that process, and then we start to literally what's called cutting metal, incredible hardened steel. And I'm going to get goosebumps whenever I talk about this. So let's move on because I'll get frozen with excitement when we talk about it. But 2020 was a very, very challenging year, I think, for North America, for the world, politically, economically, and this, that, and the other. We feel very blessed to have made it through the year and actually to have built a kind of solid foundation. I'll just give you one. Investors will be pleased to hear. The previous year, I'm losing my years now. So 2019 was the year before last, right? Mm-hmm. We did around 2.9 million in pre-orders. Last year, 2020. We did better into the end of the year than we had expected, better than we'd expected after we did the share offering in November. I finished out at around 5.8. I think when you do the exact numbers, it was like just shy of double, but roughly double. And this year, January 2021, is already double the whole of January 2020. So we're feeling very optimistic about that.
That's amazing. Yes, and it was amazing working in customer service during the offering, and we actually had some pretty cool headlines about that. So let me read a couple. Overwhelming investor interest in MAGFAST breaks record at Net Capital.
It's overwhelming investor interest.
And popular offering draws thousands of new investors to netcapital.com.
Yeah, amazing. I was actually speaking with one of the guys at Net Capital yesterday, and he said, you underpriced the offering if there's that amount of demand. You hear about this when companies go public, that they underprice it. So that's what he said. Nothing is given, no guarantees, but it was very nice to have that comment. And actually their CEO was quoted on Bloomberg News saying something very nice as well. The excitement around MAGFAST offering an innovative magnetic chargers was really incredible. Selling out the offering in less than 24 hours was an impressive achievement, and it was actually the record that they've ever had on their platform. So pretty great, right?
Yes, look at us breaking records.
So there's 3 big questions going into 2021, right?
Ooh, yes. So the biggest questions that you'll probably want to know is, one, is shipping starting soon? And are there new products in development? And if you missed out on investing, you'll probably want to know, will there be another offering?
All right, so let's go through those one at a time. So first of all, with shipping, I just mentioned that we've got 3 products in tooling at the moment, and those will be the first ones to ship. All right, so what have we got? We've got Life, baby,
Extreme, and Air.
Little cable in the top there. All right, so Life the one you want to have with you every day in your pocket or purse. Extreme, I don't actually have one here at the moment, and an Air will be the first to ship. And the most common order that folks have placed is for a Pro Kit, so it's kind of half of a Pro Kit. We are going to get that going first of all because we want to get stuff into as many people's hands as soon as possible. It will be a ramp up. I have to say, shipping and fulfillment will be a ramp up because manufacturing has to be a ramp up. I'm trying to think. There's the most recent example that you might have heard of was when Tesla started making the Model 3 a few years ago, right? So it had taken quite a few years from when they'd first announced it before it came out. I'm not saying what we're doing is quite as complicated, but it's a good analogy. When you start making something, you typically do 100 in the first batch just to make sure that the production line is working and everything's cool. As long as that's good, then you go to a first minimum order because you don't want to produce 50 or 100,000 of something and it's going across the world and then you discover there's a mistake and it all has to be recalled. So you ramp up manufacturing, which means that we will be ramping up shipping. We're going to fill everybody basically in the order in which folks order. We think that's the fairest way to do it. There'll be obviously some adjustments to that because if we get in touch with people, we're ready to ship, and then we don't hear back from them, then we can move further down the line. But we're working on all of that at the moment. I think the very first few items are going to come off the line just towards the end of March, early April. As we've said over and over again, though, we're going to get it right. Okay, there's no point in trying to chip a couple of weeks off and get it wrong at this stage. We've made this huge investment of time and effort. We now have what's called a fiduciary duty to our investors to get this right in the way to do what we've said we were going to do, which is to get this thing right. There's always there was risk we won't, but that's what we've said that we're going to do. So that's all I've got for you on shipping at the moment. I don't know if you can kind of sort of feel the energy at the moment, but I have never been I've never been like my sleeping problems from a few years ago. Sometimes in the past, I was like, now I'm like so excited I can't get to sleep because there's so many different things going on, so many opportunities. It's really, really, really great. So what is there in the mix that might mess with things? As you know, we work with folks over in Shenzhen, China. There's a New Year coming up. New Year celebrations come up there at a different time than ours. That always adds a bit of sort of lag and uncertainty over there. There's also some significant resurgence of COVID in various parts of the world. You might have heard headlines in the last few days about changing travel restrictions in and out, and the outgoing president had one set of rules, the incoming president's got another set of rules. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the whole movement of people and goods thing at the moment. But we feel pretty good about the timetable I've just given you. The other thing, Kate, is that normally when you manufacture stuff, there's we've all heard of the supply chain, right? And the supply chain is, hey, we want to start manufacturing on this date. You need to order these parts, 2 weeks in advance or 3 weeks in advance. And until a couple of years ago, the global supply chain had become incredibly sophisticated, so that most parts, could be ordered and would arrive really quickly. It's a little funky at the moment, so that's messed things up. And actually, within the last couple of hours, I authorized a wire. Little tidbit here, $38,720.
Oh my goodness!
If you're writing that down, there'll be a test later. $38,720 for the Apple Lightning tips. The little tips that, if you're an Android person, you could care less about this. But for Apple folks, the little tip. This is a USB-C. But Apple has their own. It's called the Lightning tip on there. It's a special part. It's on really long lead time at the moment, so we had to place an early order for those parts. It just went out this morning. That's it's not often you're right. I mean, you could like $38,720. Get quite a nice car for that amount of money.
Yeah, you could.
Couldn't you? I was like,
yes.
Buy the Lightning tips, or we better get the Lightning tips. All right. What were the other questions you asked just now? Three questions.
Products.
Shipping.
Do we have new products?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. it's no secret that we're working on some cool stuff that we have said, but we're not ready to comment beyond that at the moment, other than what we've already said, which is I think we have something special to add to the kind of field of entertainment, movies, music. If you love music, we've got something coming there. Investors should be. I think you'd be thrilled actually if you could see what we're doing there. Mm-hmm. And we have something we're very excited about in the area of travel. I don't know about you, but I cannot wait, man, for these restrictions to come down and for us all to be able to travel again, even if it's just visiting. I mean, we had. About you guys, we just had the three of us at home for Christmas. My father-in-law, who's not very well, we're like, well, he's not very well, so we definitely can't go to visit him. Yeah. So we're looking forward to travel, to more mobility locally, but travel and the chance to fly to another city or to another country. And we have something I'm very excited about under development there.
I'm excited too.
I gave.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you. No.
No, I was gonna remind you of the third question, but if you had something to add, do that.
I didn't. Remind me of the third question.
Okay. The third question is another chance to invest. Will there be
another chance? Yeah.
Missed out. Mm-hmm.
It did. So what happened, just as a quick recap, last year was on Thanksgiving Day, 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. We opened the doors for investment. And it was the first time we had ever offered an investment opportunity in MAGFAST. Sorry, we had done a tiny little one for accredited investors. It was the first time that we'd made an investment opportunity for regular folks like you and me on Thanksgiving Day. It's the first time we'd ever done it, and it's the first time that we'd worked with these fantastic people at Net Capital. But it's the first time they had ever met a crowd like you, and basically. People were sort of, banging the doors down. A couple of people found a way to get in early. It was absolute bedlam. We crashed the servers at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. So God bless you, everybody who got in. And I know that there are plenty of people who wanted to and weren't able to. So not ready to make an announcement yet. But I will tell you this. Last Friday, so what was last Friday? It was the 15th of January. Mm-hmm. The SEC published its new and updated rules for this type of investing, the type of investing where smaller, newer companies can invite their customers to invest. It's called Regulation CF is the name of it. They changed the rules for Reg CF. We're reading through the rules right at the moment. And you remember, Kate, there was a thing about 60 days, right? Do you remember hearing about that?
Yes, I wasn't really sure what that meant, though, so...
So what that was that, how can I explain it succinctly? Well, you know me, I can't explain anything succinctly.
No, definitely not.
But basically what happened was the SEC, it was agreed that there would be some new rules. Then they were waiting for them to publish the new rules. And then having published them, there was going to be 60 days before the new rules go into effect. Okay. And before that, there was kind of like, there was a previous publishing and there was time for people to object. Anyway, long and the short of it is that March the 15th, the new rules will go into effect. We're studying them at the moment to see what's possible for us. So we're not able to... March the 15th, by the way, the Ides of March. That was not a good day for Julius Caesar back in the day. But we're studying the rules. And if there is going to be another opportunity to invest in magnets, we would love to do that. We want to do that. We're doing the work to make it possible, but we can't announce anything yet. We're very optimistic about it. And therefore, this week's secret word is, Kate?
Optimistic.
It is optimistic. Just let's explain quickly how the secret word works, because there are, since we last did this, we're blessed to have thousands more people have joined into the MAGFAST family. So tell us quickly how does the secret word work?
So you will go to, I'm sure there will be a link to this as well, but magfast.com/fun, and you can enter the secret keyword. Make sure you spell it correctly, and then it will give you 3 chances to win in our monthly $1,000 drawing. Yeah,
so we do a draw every month, total value of $1,000. Great electronics in there. I think we've got an Amazon gift card in there now as well. bunch of MAGFAST goodies. This is a nice win, $1,000. And all you have to do is click on that. So there's a lot underneath here. We better go through all the buttons and things there are underneath in just a second. But you're going to click on the link underneath and enter the word optimistic in the panel for the secret word. And what we do is that'll give you 3 more chances to win. All right. And I got to say, compared to like a lottery or something out there in the field, this is a better chance here. There's not like a million people in this draw. All right. Trust me, you got better chance here than in many places. Maybe not the church raffle. The church raffle, you probably have a better chance, but you have a pretty good chance here. And think about the church raffle, you have to pay for it because they've got that damn roof to build. Here, it's just free. You just click on it and enter the word optimistic. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anything on previous winners? We're gonna get better at announcing winners and that kind of stuff here. We're going to include that more often. But do you have anything on previous winners at the moment?
Yes, I've already spoken with him and he's accepted his prize, but his name is Dan Manza. He was last month.
Well done, Dan. Nicely done, Dan. Congratulations. He took the trouble to click below. Is that it, Kate?
Yes, that is everything. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for helping us. MAGFAST, changing charging for good.